guys have pen ready?
I got the dealer's room. The dealer's room that's
Drag them back.
set
Okay.
tables that are right next to the art show. In here. There
No, you don't have any real ones.
Now I want my dollar.
It's funny, I noticed.
That's a good point.
So another one?
Sherry's choice is all very nice.
You mean this one? I kind of
Okay, so that's your first, this monster right here. Did everybody hear how to get one of these directories?
No, what is it?
Oh,
that's the one she just gave you.
You know where the art show is? It's the 7 tables that have their backs to the art show. It's at the end tables. It costs $1.
What is that? She's going to sell a ton of them now.
Fanzine data, fiction zine database.
And there's another one, I think that you have another database or a listing?
I think another like good way of doing it too for submission is submit to the people whose stories you like.
Right. But make sure first they're taking submissions, because some are overloaded or some don't take them.
Some have quit.
And some have quit.
But yes, find the scene that is compatible with what you like to see and what you're putting into your work. You do not want a lovely, happy, innocent story in the middle of something that specializes in X-rated stuff.
Right. Because they'll
Not
just
gonna fly.
reject it. It's not their format.
But if they hate third season, they don't want to send them a banana story.
Well, it might be fun, but
Well, yes.
getting good at it. Copyright. Yes, one of the other problems that crops up in this fanzine, because it is such a large, friendly community, a lot of the professional rules are overlooked. One of them can make people very, very cross. We read other people's work and say, that's a good idea. Well, it really was part of the show, kind of, because that's where they found it, so I can use it too.
If it's original, ask permission, please. It really hurts to see your creativity in someone else's work without permission. And it can be just even a nickname for a character. You know, they don't really rip off original
They don't.
characters whole hog.
I like to believe they don't mean to. Nobody really means to steal your ideas, but they're your children. And it's very startling to find them wandering in someone else's playground. Hello.
Nine! You come back.
Come here.
So have a care. Most people don't mean harm. And that's another thing to remember, because you're going to get your toes stepped on. Everybody's here because they care. And no one means to be mean. Please avoid that.
It's kind of flattering in a way, but in another way, it's worse they ask.
Yes.
Do you have someone rip off a character?
No, a nickname.
Nicknames, scenarios, ideas, things that we've developed. Nothing all that crucial. It's just,
We had other
I told you.
plans.
Yes, we weren't done yet.
Uh-huh.
And then they've gone to advance the character in some of the direction of, we really haven't planned.
Sometimes that can happen without realizing it. I know
Yes.
I've picked up another fanzine and discovered that we've both taken the same line of thought.
Sometimes
And
that happens.
just
Sometimes that
sincerely
happens.
in different directions every once in a while.
There are favorite scenarios, too.
Some of it can be really unbelievable. We sat on the phone and outlined a story. She was telling me what was going on. I said, oh, that's really great. That's really wonderful. It was about a ballerina that came into the tunnel. That was the morning of the day Arabesque aired.
I wrote it anyway.
So one thing that irritates me about some of the fanzines is like whenever you get them and they're put together, it's like stories to me are out of sequence. It's like you'll have Vincent and Catherine, going all the way and then first time and then going all the way, not at all. It just jumps around so much you feel like, well, I'm lost somewhere.
That's part of seeing assembly.
And I don't.
That's the editor's
I don't
responsibility.
care for it to be that way. I'd rather for it to have like all like first season or second season, whatever, kind of in order as I go through, instead of having it jumping around so much, because it's kind of confusing after a while. You kind of lose interest in it.
That's the editor's responsibility, for the person who's responsible for assembling the entire thing once it's done. And that is taste and experience. Just knowledge. Feedback. If you don't like it, tell them. Nicely. Everybody tell them nicely. You get letterbox, it makes you really crazy. It beats on your mailbox, then you sit and sulk at the computer. I don't want to write for you.
Oh,
something, by all means, when you read something you like, write
Tell
to
them.
the author and tell them.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
believe what that does for people.
Yes.
Keeps you
Yes.
going,
Yeah.
pushes the next story out.
Because people have no hesitation about telling you what they don't like.
And everybody's got an opinion. You'll find that out. And you'll get,
you let them do that, they don't do that.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
like-
believe they react that way.
And you can get letters on the same day or the same week. Well, they'll say, "I loved this scene," and then the next day it's the same scene. "I hated it. Don't ever do that again." So you can't please everybody.
Or
You just
the
gotta
damning,
please you.
why did you do that? You can't please anybody, everybody. You can please a few of them. But bear in mind that when you put your children out there for critique in publication, you're going to have people who don't like you. That's a basic fact, and it's just their opinion. Don't let it get you down.
Well, I have problems with, I can put myself out to the public with my family, my friends and my family. You know,
It's scary.
I guess it's because they're, most of them are
Care
young,
what
and I
they're
know
going
her.
to say.
Yeah, it is, it's real, I guess you're afraid of this criticism, immediate criticism.
My
Says-
parents want to read what I'm writing, and I won't give it to them.
I would give it to my mother.
Sorry, Mom.
No.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, that's pretty much what she doesn't understand. And so I said, Mother, you don't want to really read this, do you? Well, it's yours, darling. I said, yeah, but you don't. I mean, I show you something I've drawn, and you wait 10 minutes before you tell me you like it. You've been doing that since I was 5 years old. And my brother, who played viola, you didn't tell he was very good when he played in the Grand Rapids Symphony Orchestra. This is ridiculous, Mother. I'm not turning anything to you.
Some editors are meaner than others, yes.
Yes. And that's another thing, when you submit, well, that's kind of part of the thing.
That's part of
Kind of
the
make it
editing.
clear to the
Come
editor,
tomorrow.
if you just want them to copy edit, which is put a comma here, put a period there, a semicolon, or if you want them to make suggestions, or actually some will take the liberty of rewriting for you, which is what she
not
wants.
fair.
And that
No,
is
this-
no, you have every right to say, editors don't rewrite. Not this
He
meeting.
did what?
Yes.
How was that?
Well, if you're out in the pro world and someone else gets hold of it, like teleplays, and they, this person does this, and the story writer's got this, and the story editor's got this, and then the people on the set, you can handle that because it's out of your hands. You've done your job. But this is not. This is ours. It's our child. And no one has a right to change anything without our permission.
And even professionally, I mean, most people, or a lot of people will give you a chance to rewrite if there's serious problems before they go to it.
Well, there are editors in fandom that don't really understand the game of editing.
There will be a technical editor putting out a scene, and they will change your adjectives, which, the actual words, the verse, which it'll change the entire meaning, the entire flavor, the color of the story, the feel of it.
Isn't there a certain educational value to that, though?
If
For
it
someone
improves
who's
the story, if you want them to do it, just some of them take it too far.
Sometimes we've had instances where people did send us things and we tried to politely redirect. There's no need to go and gut something. This is someone's child. You can say, I like this, but I don't quite understand over here. Why are you doing this? Or, I don't see it here. Is she doing this? Is she doing this? What? I'm a little dense here. Come on,
For
help me
instance,
out.
we got a story where Catherine gave Vincent a birthday present, where she bought it. That was it, she bought it. And the draft we got, she never gave it to me. And we came back and said, you have to write this. The fans will come back and say, what about that? And she didn't want to. She said, I don't want to write a scene between them. It's romantic and I don't want to do it. Sorry, then I can't print this story because I'm not taking the heat. She wrote it.
Right now, you're
Everything
wondering,
is kicking
right now,
on.
you're left wondering, what was the meaning of that stupid black book?
Yes.
What happened to it?
Yes.
Where is it?
Yes,
Well, that's writing under pressure.
the other shoe scenario.
Yeah, the damn rings.
Yes, that's
Well,
an
putting
example.
rewrite. Does
Anybody know what those rings were?
That was probably writing under pressure. They had to get it out.
Well, that's a whole new genre. What works on the page doesn't often work on the stage, so you can expect changes in the
Again,
process.
read it out loud.
Yes, by all means, read it, read it.
That's sometimes why I say, if you set it aside and you go through, you can spot the areas where you rushed it up. It's like, I gotta get this baby out, I gotta get this baby out.
Yes,
And you start to feel rushed toward the end and it shows
I'm sure it
because
shows
you
very
take
much
your
in what I've
time
done lately.
in the middle. You know, you take your time in the beginning and in the middle and then it's like, oh my God, I've gotta get it done.